Sorry. I tried to hear
That's a
It is 7 o'clock. It's time to start our meeting. Amy, please call the roll.
Ms. Blind. Present. Mr. Shu. Mr. Cost.
Here.
Mr. Hauser.
Here.
Mr. Labutus.
Here.
Mr. Marmy.
Present.
Mr. Neely.
Here.
Mr. Rath.
Here.
Mr. Ryan.
Here.
Mr. Parker.
Here.
Would you like to stand for the invocation by Mr. Labutus and then remain standing for the pledge?
Shall we pray? Heavenly Father, we come to you pray this evening. We thank you for this day that you've given us, another day to serve you, serve our community. I just ask that you be with our conversations this evening, help them to be fruitful. And as we have those conversations, help us to be respectful as well. I ask continued hedge of protection around our safety forces as they protect us every day in this community. Be with us this evening and help us to keep in mind your vision for our city. These things I ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
Mr. Howland.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to welcome Maria Piper, who's in 10th grade at Carson Elementary, to help lead us in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Next on the agenda is caucus. Do we have anything pertaining to the agenda tonight?
Mr. President,
Mr. Marmy,
make a motion to excuse Mr. Chu, please.
Second.
got a motion by Mr. Marmy, second by Mr. Hauser. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Minutes of the May 5th meeting, 2025. Motion by Mr. Labuda, second by Mr. Barker. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Appointments, Mayor Jeff Hall appointing Carson Combs to the Etna Corporate Park Joint Economic Development Zone 1 Board. His new term begins immediately to fill the term of a past member and will expire September 30th, 2025. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Labuda, second by Mr. Hauser. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. That passes. Mayor Hall, appointing Carson Combs to the Etna Corporate Park Joint Economic Development Zone 2 Board. His new term begins immediately to fill the term of a past member and will expire October 9th, 2026. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Labuda, second by Mr. Hauser. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. That passes. Next, reports of standing committees, finance, service, capital improvements. Without objection will be received and filed. Reports from city officials. Ryan Bubb, city auditor, operating report for the period ending April 30th, 2025. GLQ, tax administration, income tax revenue. Reports for the period ending April 30th, 2025. Communications, Kyle Ludd, Director of Licking County Parks Director, the Licking County Parks yearly report for 2024. Next up, we have comments from citizens. This is your opportunity to come and speak. Ask you your name and address and keep your minutes. Keep your comments 3 minutes. Come on up, sir.
Is the mic or?
Come over to the mic. Just give me your name and address.
My name's James Guy, I live at 42 North 22nd Street. First, I want to thank everybody here that's volunteered to serve the community, both mayor, law director, and council members. It's an important function that not everybody is willing to use their time to do that. I've spoken to Bill and Mark on the phone and just have some observations and pet peeves of stuff that I see going around the neighborhood that I feel can make it safer, both for me and others. It just, as you probably know, just takes one little careless moment and something like that can happen. So first observation is people parking on the public street on the wrong side, not going with traffic, so the wrong side of the road. There's a law that we're not supposed to be doing that, and yet if you go around, you see it frequently on just a lot of streets. So that means you have to cross over the lane of traffic in order to do that. And I understand, I'm not trying to be a jerk or not limit people's freedoms, but there are laws and they're there for a reason, and that's not really being enforced. It's the state of things here in our current times that people use cell phones and they don't use hands-free. And these are observations that I just see walking around, riding a bicycle around, driving around. And if I see it, I believe that the police officers are seeing this too. And I've never seen, I don't know if anybody's ever pulled over for it. I don't know if there's any kind of data that tells infractions of how often somebody's pulled over for something like that. No lights on when the wipers are on, that's pretty frequent. Not slowing down in school zones, especially if the 20-mile-per-hour signs are flashing. That if I'm going 20 miles an hour, usually somebody comes up behind me at a high rate of speed, and if I wasn't there, they wouldn't slow down. Parking in fire lanes when picking up kids in the school zones or in the school parking lots. A lot of that happens. My granddaughter goes to Cherry Valley Elementary, and nothing ever seems to be done about that. I don't know if it's possible to have a policeman every so often go through the parking lot and especially at drop off and pickup time and say, hey, you're not allowed to park here. If that happens again, we're going to give you a ticket. I believe that if little things aren't enforced, that people will try to get away with more and more and more. As you know, the city is going to be growing because of all the development around, and you've got people moving in from other areas, and maybe they're from less lenient places or more strict places or not as strict. And I don't want the city to become Wild West. Traffic at pedestrian crossings, when there's crosswalks and there's lights that flash to alert people you're going to cross. Most people won't stop for that or slow down and let you go across. And there's also a lot of those that do not work on a regular basis. And I don't know if the service department checks those, if they have any kind of system in place to check those every quarter or whatever, if they just rely on the public to alert them when something like that happens. And then finally, noise ordinance in the city. I kind of read through the noise ordinance, which I believe is 63404. And I believe after a certain time that their decibels levels are either supposed to be like 50 or 60 decibels. And I think the motorcycles that are going up and down Main Street and North 21st Street and accelerating quickly and stuff, that I believe those are over the decibel levels, and I don't know if anything can be done about that. Or, if they're allowed to do that, like I told Mark, I think Bill both, that if I had my car without a muffler on and was going down the street, and making the same noise that a motorcycle was, I'd probably get a ticket. And then also according, with the noise ordinance, at 4:30 in the morning, usually between 4 and 4:30, up at Pizza Hut at the corner of 22nd and Main, Shackelford Waste picks up usually between 4 and 4:30. That butts a residential area, and there are residences on the opposite side of the road and on the same side of the road. That I don't know if that's a business, because it's a business, if it's zoned differently. To me, that either borders a residential area or is a residential area, even though it's a business. And I just don't think that they need to be out before 7 o'clock. They've got from 7 till whatever, 7 o'clock at night or whatever to get that, and should be able to do that. So I don't know if something can be looked in to eliminate that. Also, they come down the street, usually between 6 and 6:30 to also pick up trash. And there's studies done about noise and our health. And I'm getting older, so I don't want to have coronary issues or high blood pressure issues and stuff. Because those are some of the things that loud noises can affect your health that way. And there's been several studies throughout the years done on them. So thank you for listening to me, and hope I don't sound like an old man.
Thank you. Come on up, Mr. Frazier.
Mark David Frazier the first, 20 West Main Street, Newark, Ohio, 43055. Members of Newark City Council and the city administration. I want to start by saying the Historical Hudson Community Association would like to invite you to our annual picnic at the park. It's located at North Street Park on July 12th at noon. This annual event is offered to anyone in our community, and we have a cookout activities, and our community garden will be open for viewing. Your attendance will be well received and provide an opportunity to meet members of the community impacted from the January 2026 to 2031 sewer separation project for the 16 North sewer separation. The initial public meeting I attended on December 5th, and follow-up conversations. I do appreciate Brandon Fox and Brian Moorhead's willingness to engage with us and to assist the initial assessment of North Street and the associated costs to return a brick road back to brick. What is clear on the $368,333 in assessments, that within the current time frame and the financial impact, our community cannot afford the entirety of this price tag and the requirements of the city to provide an agreement prior to July 2025 timeframe prior to bidding. The current cost will potentially increase with real additional costs will be placed on individuals with fixed incomes and result in exponential increases to their property taxes. One individual owner currently paying $2,400 a year in property taxes will be responsible for $40,000 of this assessment alone, essentially 18 plus years of property taxes, eventually doubling or causing even greater than double of their yearly taxes. Outside a major charitable donation and or cooperation with the city, the North Street community will be unable to pay the assessment estimated by the city. This has, however, demonstrated several key items in this research in the community conversation. Where are the brick roads located? What's step one? And what protections can be put in place to maintain this bleeding part of our history? I was able to locate 16 brick roads in the remaining part of the city located within 4 wards. The first step is awareness. So in the HHCA area, there's West North, East North, Charles Street, Kepler Avenue, East Oak Street, and Elizabeth Street. For the other brick roads in Newark, there's North 5th Street, Linden Avenue, North 7th Street, Fairfield Avenue, Rugg Avenue, Park Avenue, Woods Avenue, and East Canal Street, Yearly Street, and Eddy Street. The next step to awareness of the process is to preserve the roads for communities and establish legislation to ensure a well-documented process to preserve the roads. Currently, with minimal inventory on the roads and the lengths in what there is a very slow process to capture the relevant information for assessment. Also, it's exceedingly cumbersome to ensure the documentation is correct and an assessment can be completed in the time frame required by the city. I strongly believe in historical preservation, whether it's the arcade, county courthouse, county jail, or simply brick roads that we travel on. I look forward on working with the city in this upcoming project, which is phase 2, which will encompass 4 roads that are bricked in our community, as well as future phasing, that is ultimately the sewer separation project for the rest of the city. I look forward to working with the administration and continue with office council and our organization, the next phase of this project, in order to make sure that we find a process that is adhesive, comprehensive, and repeatable. So thank you guys for your time. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Anybody else come on up?
Thank you for bringing up the noise topic. It sort of reminds me that it's, fire.
Name and address, please.
I'm sorry. Rochelle Boland, Smith, 237 Park Avenue. Already, fireworks have started in our neighborhood or shooting, I'm not sure which. And I'm so curious as to why this has become in our city an all year round event. To have fireworks, in people's backyards and in, shopping centers, all year round. Already Target has a sign up, indicating, that they don't want fireworks near their front door. I'm really curious as to why this has become a phenomenon. And, just want to state that last night, I heard, booming about midnight, like just about next door. And it's just become ridiculous. It should, just because it's Memorial Day coming up, doesn't mean it's the all year round event. And this is happening all times of the year now. Thank you.
Anybody else at this time? There's another opportunity later. All right, next up is ordinance on the second reading. There are none this meeting. Ordinance on the first reading, 25-17.
Ordinance number 25-17 by Mr. Rath, Mr. Cost, Mr. Barker, Mr. Marmy. An ordinance changing the zoning classification of certain real property generally described as 170 Obannon Avenue, City of Newark, Licking County, Ohio. Parcel tax ID number 054-198390-00.000 and parcel tax ID number 054-198396-00.000 from that of LC Limited Commercial Zoning District to LI Limited Industrial Zoning District, zoning code of the City of Newark, Ohio.
25-17 will be referred to the planning commission. Next up is resolutions on the second reading, 25-23.
Resolution number 25-23 by Mr. Marmy, Mr. Cost, Ms. Blind, Mr. Shute, Mr. Rath, Mr. Neely, Mr. Barker. A resolution authorizing and directing the mayor of the city of Newark to apply for financial support from the state of Ohio 2025 Nature Works grant.
Further reading of 25-23. What is your wish?
Mr. President,
Mr. Marmy?
make a motion to adopt resolution 25-23. Second.
Motion by Mr. Marmy, second by Mr. Barker. Do we have any discussion? Amy, please call the roll.
Ms. Blind,
Yes.
Mr. Shute, Mr. Cost.
Yes.
Mr. Hauser,
Yes.
Mr. Labutus.
Yes.
Mr. Marmy.
Yes.
Mr. Neely.
Yes.
Mr. Rath.
Yes.
Mr. Ryan.
Yes.
Mr. Parker.
Yeah. 25-23 passes 9-0. Next up is 25-24.
Resolution number 25-24 by Mr. Marmy, Mr. Cost, Ms. Blind, Mr. Shute, Mr. Rath, Mr. Neely, Mr. Parker.
Can you keep the noise down, please? Thank you.
A resolution authorizing and directing the mayor of the city of Newark to submit an application to the Ohio Department of Public Safety Office for federal fiscal year 2026 Ohio Traffic Safety Summer Holiday Enforcement Program grants.
Further reading of 25-24. What is your wish?
Mr. President,
Mr. Marmy?
make a motion to adopt resolution 25-24. Second.
Got a motion by Mr. Marmy, second by Mr. Barker. No any discussion? Amy, please call the roll.
Ms. Blind,
Yes.
Mr. Shute, Mr. Cost.
Yes.
Mr. Hauser.
Yes.
Mr. Labutus.
Yes.
Mr. Marmy,
Yes.
Mr. Neely,
Yes.
Mr. Rath,
Yes.
Mr. Ryan.
Yes.
Mr. Parker.
Yes.
25-24 passes 9-0. Next up is 25-29.
Resolution number twenty-five 29 by Mr. Rath, Mr. Cost, Mr. Marmy, Ms. Blind, Mr. Neely, Mr. Barker. A resolution authorizing the Director of Public Service to sell certain city property as described herein by internet auction.
Further reading of 25-29, what is your wish?
Mr. President,
Mr. Rath,
make a motion to adopt 25-29.
Second.
got a motion by Mr. Rath, second by Mr. Cost to adopt. Got any discussion? Amy, please call the roll.
Ms. Blind,
Yes.
Mr. Shu, Mr. Cost,
Yes.
Mr. Hauser.
Yes.
Mr. Labutus.
Yes.
Mr. Marmy.
Yes.
Mr. Neely.
Yes.
Mr. Rath,
Yes.
Mr. Ryan.
Yes.
Mr. Barker.
Yes.
25-29 passes 9-0. Next up is 25-30.
Resolution number twenty-five 30 by Mr. Rath, Mr. Cost, Mr. Marmy, Ms. Blind, Mr. Neely, Mr. Barker. A resolution authorizing and directing the Director of Public Service of the city of Newark, Ohio to advertise for bids and enter into contract, subject to the appropriation of funds for the design and construction of the Horns Hill Mountain Bike Park Trail refresh.
Further reading of 25-30, what is your wish?
Mr. President,
Mr.
make a
Rath,
motion to adopt 25-30.
Second.
got a motion by Mr. Rath, second by Mr. Cost. Do we have any discussion? Amy, please call the roll.
Ms. Blind,
Yes.
Mr. Shu, Mr. Cost.
Yes.
Mr. Hauser.
Yes.
Mr. Labutus.
Yes.
Mr. Marmy.
Yes.
Mr. Neely.
Yes.
Mr. Rath,
Yes.
Mr. Ryan.
Yes.
Mr. Barker.
Yes.
25-30 passes 9-0. Next up is resolutions on the first reading, 25-31.
Resolution number twenty-five 31 by Mr. Shute, Mr. Cost, Ms. Blind, Mr. Rath, Mr. Barker, Mr. Marmy. A resolution appropriating monies for current expenses of the municipal corporation.
25-31 will be held until our next meeting, June the 2nd. Next up is 25-32.
Resolution number twenty-five 32 by Mr. Marmy, Mr. Cost, Ms. Blind, Mr. Rath, Mr. Barker. A resolution appropriating monies for current expenses of the municipal corporation.
25-32 will be held to our next meeting, June 2nd. Next up is 25-33 expedite.
Resolution number twenty-five 33 expedite by Mr. Marmy, Mr. Cost, Ms. Blind, Mr. Rath, Mr. Barker. A resolution appropriating monies for current expenses of the municipal corporation.
Further reading of 25-33. What is your wish?
Mr. President,
Mr. Marmy,
make a motion to waive the 2-day reading rule on resolution 25-33.
got a motion by Mr. Marmy, second by Mr. Barker to waive the 2-day reading rule. Amy, please call the roll.
Ms. Blind,
Yes.
Mr. Shute, Mr. Cost.
Yes.
Mr. Hauser.
Yes.
Mr. Labutus.
Yes.
Mr. Marmy.
Yes.
Mr. Neely.
Yes.
Mr. Rath,
Yes.
Mr. Ryan.
Yes.
Mr. Barker.
Yes.
2-day reading rule has been waived. What is your wish?
Thank you, Mr. President. Make a motion to adopt resolution 25-33. Second.
Got a motion by Mr. Marmy, second by Mr. Barker to adopt. Do we have any discussion? Amy, please call the roll.
Ms. Blind,
Yes.
Mr. Shute, Mr. Cost.
Yes.
Mr. Hauser.
Yes.
Ms. Labutus.
Yes.
Mr. Marmy.
Yes.
Mr. Neely.
Yes.
Mr. Rath,
Yes.
Mr. Ryan.
Yes.
Mr. Barker.
Yes.
25-33 passes 9-0. Next up is 25-34.
Resolution number twenty-five 34 by Mr. Rath, Mr. Barker, Mr. Cost, Ms. Blind, Mr. Marmy. A resolution authorizing and directing the Director of Public Service to negotiate and enter into contract with Layton Inc. for off-site road improvements, roadway widening of West Main Street from Kaufman Road to west of Builders Drive as a result of the proposed Trailhead Vista apartment development and waiving competitive bidding and declaring an emergency.
Further reading of 25-34. What is your wish?
Mr. President,
Mr. Rath,
make a motion to adopt 25-34.
Second.
got a motion by Mr. Rath, second by Mr. Ryan. To adopt, do we have any discussion?
Mr. President,
Mr. Rath,
the reason for the emergency clause on this is to be able to coordinate this project with other road construction projects and minimize the impact of the surrounding community.
thank you. Anybody else? Amy, please call the roll.
Ms. Blind,
Yes.
Mr. Shute, Mr. Cost,
Yes.
Mr. Hauser.
Yes.
Mr. Labutus.
Yes.
Mr. Marmy,
Yes.
Mr. Neely,
Yes.
Mr. Rath,
Yes.
Mr. Ryan.
Yes.
Mr. Barker.
Yes.
25-34 passes 9-0. And our last one tonight is 25-35.
Resolution number twenty-five 35 by Mr. Rath, Mr. Cost, Ms. Blind, Mr. Barker, Mr. Marmy. A resolution authorizing and directing the Director of Public Service of the city of Newark, Ohio to negotiate and enter into contracts subject to the appropriation of funds for professional services to replace the utility billing system for the Water Division pursuant to Article 10.02D of the Charter of the City of Newark. This contract for professional services does not require competitive bidding.
25-34 will be held until our next meeting, June the 2nd. That completes our resolutions ordinance tonight. Next up is Your second opportunity for citizen comments. Do we have anybody tonight? City officials? Law director?
Yes, thank you. Mr. Guy, I wanted to address some of your concerns. First of all, we prosecute for people having cell phones in their hands all the time. You can watch us on municipal court, you can watch arraignments that we do have a lot of charges, especially in the state highway patrol coming in for that. We've had citations for wipers when lights are on. We do a lot of school zone speeding cases. One thing I want, and we've also have recently charged trash company. But the key to all of this is that we have to have people that call the police. Not just come up here and say, we hear it all the time and nothing's getting done. We need people that are willing to call the police, write a witness statement, and be willing to come in and be subpoenaed to court to testify.
Do we call them?
You can't ask anything right now.
So,
I'll ask you after.
Yeah.
so we'll talk afterwards, but people, and especially with noise complaints, and Beth and I talk about this all the time. People need to be willing to call into the police, write a report. And be willing to come in and testify, and I think that's where we find a lot of people fall short, is that they don't want to be involved, but they want something to be done, so. These are very complaint-driven, laws, especially our noise ordinance, especially with trash companies. But I can tell you that there are a lot of things that you mentioned that we do prosecute in my office often. Other than that, and we'll talk afterwards. Other than that, happy Memorial Day. I'm a big fan of our veterans, and a special thank you to the families of those who gave it all. So, I hope everybody has a very peaceful and, peaceful Memorial Day and spends it with family and friends, appreciating everything you have and everyone you have around you. So that'll pass. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor.
Yeah, probably just to tag on what our law director just said, Memorial Day is next Monday, the 26th. As we do each year, we'll have a wonderful honorable ceremony at Cedar Hill Cemetery. It does start at 11, probably right 15 minutes early or something like that. But a lot of people participate. The cemetery works very hard to get it cleaned up and orderly for that. And it's a really nice service, and a lot of people in the community attend. I would suggest, if you're concerned, I'd probably bring a chair to sit in. It helps a little bit. Sometimes there are chairs, but also it never hurts to do that. So, but again, it starts at 11 o'clock, and there'll be some speakers, and there'll be, as Law Director Moore says, we owe a lot to our veterans, and especially those that gave the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. So we are very proud in this community to honor them on Memorial Day. That'll pass.
Thank you. Ms. Blind.
Hey, thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to echo the words of our mayor and law director concerning Memorial Day. This is one of my favorite holidays of the year, not, I guess, more personal reasons. I have a lot of military in my family, and even through the heritage, again, as the mayor and law director said, of those in this area, it's just a tremendous opportunity to give honor to those due. And I'd like to continue and thank Lindsey Brighton and Brandon Fox for interviewing and responding to citizens when they have complaints. That's a big deal. A lot of places, they don't do that. And they have someone say, the water department director or the engineers called me to talk about things. That means a lot. And I really appreciate the time and service to do that. And speaking of service, I'd like to thank Christian Life Center. A week ago Saturday, we all met and we did a renewal to an area of 16 that needed it. And I'd like to thank them as well. They didn't allow the city to take away the refuge. They took care of it themselves. They paid for it. And so that was really nice. I appreciated it, and they're great people. And even after the event, it continued, and we went on to places in areas of South Newark that need a little touch up, and it looks great. And continuing into that, our community cleanup was Saturday, and I'll tell you, we had a great time. property maintenance was there, the parks department was there, we had volunteers from the area. Shackelford's was there kindly volunteering their truck. And it was a really nice day to just sit back and see all the changes came to the south end. There really wasn't any trash to pick up. So we ended up painting. And it was really fun. And it was great to see our service departments going out, working in the community and the community responding in like numbers. It was just a really good day. And I also like to thank the Excellence in Learning community for allowing me to come speak for their graduation. It was the second consecutive year and it was just a great time. They let me try some new things and work outside the box on some ideas, and it was just really good, and I appreciate them, and congratulations again to all the graduates in the area. Okay, the best is yet to come. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Cost.
I just want to say how much I appreciate the Memorial Day service at Cedar Hill. It's always just an excellent program, and I encourage you all to come.
Mr. Hauser,
Thank you, Mr. President. I will pass it.
Mr. Labutus.
Thank you, Mr. President. I do want to, we did have Memorial Day and, thank you for all that have gone up and, fought for our freedoms. When I get you back coming this evening, sharing your concerns and the connection with the law director, and I'll join you afterwards as well. Thank you for coming in for that. And if you've been, near Western Street between 29th and Greenway Drive, it's a little bumpy right now. The construction has started in that area as of May 12th, will last for about 4 months. They're redoing that road, putting a turn lane in the center, and then redoing some of the sidewalks and curbs there as well. So if you want to go Main Street behind Shaw Drive, 30th, 21st, you kind of get around that area. But yeah, if you are traveling through there, just be careful and take some extra time. Not our best.
Thank you, Mr. Mormon.
Thank you, Mr. President. Need to call a finance committee meeting for June the 2nd. Couple of things, Mr. Guy, I really appreciate you coming, voicing your concerns. I'm going to echo with the law director. We have a very good block watch program in the north end of Newark. The key is never engage, always report. Be willing to follow up on your reports and help assist the law director's office with any kind of criminal prosecution or anything along those lines. There are different methods. We always tell folks, don't expect the police officers to come out for the minor things, but we do have a method now where you can report things. And the more incidents that you report, and if it's a pattern, then now all of a sudden it gets a little bit higher priority. And so therefore, if there's a pattern that's created in an area, then yes, by all means, it becomes a higher priority. So that's why it's important to report also. Like I said, most of the times it doesn't even require an officer to come out. We just have a reporting system stating this happened or that happened. So I encourage you to utilize that. I too have seen the trash and it's happened in my neighborhood. And yes, it can be frustrating, although I'm up earlier than that, or I'm up about 4:30. So it doesn't bother me, but it bothers the fact that I know my neighbors are still sleeping. So, Mr. Frazier, I look forward to working with you, and we are trying to plan a follow-up meeting with different individuals, including the Historic Hudson community. It won't be though until sometime in June, probably early June, before we can get that meeting together. But we do look forward to further discussions. And with that, I will pass.
Thank you, Mr. Mormon.
Oh, I want to wish everybody a happy Memorial Day.
Mr. Neely.
Thank you, Mr. President. I will pass.
Mr. Rath.
Thank you. I'll call a service committee meeting for Monday, June the 2nd. Remind Mr. Mayor that we're going to have another additional 260 apartments plus or minus that we're going to be voting on here very shortly to approve. It's going to increase the traffic dramatically We absolutely need to close for South Chalfont and open the Cherry Valley Bridge. Happy Memorial Day to everyone. That all pass.
Thank you, Mr. Ryan.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. Guy, for coming in. If that's your real name, no, I'm just kidding. Mr. Jim Guy, hopefully you get everything you need, all your answers that you need, from Tertiary and everything. Mr. Frazier, thanks for coming in. Couldn't agree with your comments anymore. Couldn't agree with them anymore, and then I couldn't have said them any better. So I agree with, I look forward to the picnic July 12th. Happy Memorial Day, and I'll pass.
Thank you, Mr. Barker.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just like to wish everybody a happy and safe Memorial Day, and that all pass.
Thank you. I want to thank everybody that showed up to the cleanup on Saturday. I think that's one of my favorite events to attend every year is all the cleanups. They're a lot of fun. I want to thank all the city workers who worked them. And then I want to congratulate Mr. Neely on his daughter graduating from high school. Thank you. I think him and I are the only two that has a graduate. I have a grandson's graduating from kindergarten, so. Yeah. So do I have a motion? Next meeting is June 2nd. Motion by Mr. Hauser, second by Mr. Cost. All in favor, say aye.
Good.